Tina. This is To The Inner Wild. Welcome back to Current Practitioners of Love and Light. That is the sole requirement here. All others must leave. There's no place for you here. Simply because we have a standard set. And it is only fair. Angels of Love and Light, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages. My auras, my chakras, space, and that of my, chosen viewers and family. Okay. So I got to get the house in order. I got to get some things going, and I feel better about today. I just feel better about today. So, we're using the Starman Tarot. We're going to do the X Project this round. And I saw another reader do this. I just don't know. I'm not supposed to remember names or all of that just now, but the accolades still run through, and I think they put this together a week or maybe 2 ago. I bookmarked it, and anyway, if you know what the X Project is all about, then you know what it's all about. Okay, so here we go. Princess of Pentacles. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. So that is what I've decided to invest in. It is a good investment. Supporting other creative intuitives. Okay. So what their pick a card type of question was like something to the effect of, how does your past lives affect this current one? Okay. So let's go ahead and select from 3 piles here. Okay. I have to decide. Okay. Do I want to do 3 piles or 2? Give me a second to decide. Maybe more than a second. What happened? Goodness. When I need these things, they're just gone. They're gone. Okay. I guess. Okay. I was going to do a tea leaf thingy. But I guess I'll just do give me a moment. Okay, I gotta turn on some kind of a light. Oh, that just done did it. Let's see. Excuse me. I don't know why I feel better. Maybe it's just because I found some tea. I don't know. It's all good though. Okay, so I have one that I picked out here so far. What else am I going to pick out for us to work off of? Okay, so this is one. I don't know. Some burnt cinnamon. 2. And the third one will be take something from my cauldron. Okay, then some sage that I will light up as well. Okay, that is what I have decided upon, and so we shall begin. Okay. I'm going to try to keep this as, simple as possible, because I don't know what to expect out of it. I honestly don't. I'm just going to believe in this because our ancestors want to speak. Our ancestors know. They have, how do I say it? They know. So, Ancestors of Love and Light, we invite you in to help facilitate these messages. Our cosmic families of the like, inner children of the like, higher selves of the like. Obviously, higher self must be. I would like to assume it, but we can't assume. So, we're back here. Okay. All right. I like it because this is like Dia de los Muertos, and it's also like the goat energy hidden here too. So I'm just noticing that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then winding up, like Jack and the Beanstalk, to like the eye of the all-seeing eye. All right. Past lives. That's what we've decided upon. Okay. So pile 1. Okay. Pile 2. Okay. Oopsie. Okay. And then pile 3. That's what we've got here. You can resonate with more than one pile or none at all. And that is a-okay. All right, pile 1. Let's do this little reading here. Okay, I should get a little pick here so I can direct what needs to be shown here. Okay, I see like a tribal worker doing many things. Let me just show you here. Okay, I'm going to hold the camera. I'm going to go ahead and place it so you can see what's going on here. Okay. I see a tribal worker here. That's the face here. They're wearing some sort of a feathered headdress here. 2 feathered headdress. They could be horns as well. But they're doing many things, like multitasking, working really hard at something. So this could be crafting, tooling, of some sorts. Okay, has a large eye on this. So you might want to examine your life path number, but I'm getting a creator, a builder of some sorts here. Like you must be very adept and skilled with anything having to do with your hands, like hand-eye coordination, in building things. Like you might work on certain projects and really find that you have a talent, a skill. Like if you're helping your child with a random project, like last minute project, or you have to do like represent for your department for like a Halloween or Christmas contest. You find that you are very much skilled and independent within your own creations. This can go as far as ideation to the flow of actual manifestation. So you may find that within your current life that it may be very much like secondhand nature to you. Yeah, and like organizing your assets, your resources, and employing them. So rather than delegating, you actually find more comfort in like the workaby setting. You see, like there's little wings back there. I'd say overall this is good energy. However, there's a tendency for people to just drop a pile of shit on your plate at random times. That's the only thing that I see that's really kind of like alarmingly like out of place there. But you seem to also be able to know how to refurbish things. So you might there's some of you that might have like some kind of business in that, or know how to, instead of just DIY, that you know how to just fix things. Yeah. Like revamp. for me, I don't know about fixing, like tinkering with random things, but I do know that I can get around with what knowledge I have. Yeah, okay. Is there any other image that we're seeing here? Okay. The angle of the lighting is a little weird, so I have to just kind of tilt a whirl. Okay, so we see it like that. Okay, let's move it this way. See if there's anything else. It wants to show us. I see someone who, you have a scary smile almost. Like, it's almost diabolical, almost like, you see that smile? Kind of like a crazy kind of eye thing going on over here, and the other eye is just, do you see what I'm talking about? The expression is, yeah, do you see that? Because there's like a furrowed brow on both, and there's like a light eye and a dark eye. So it's hard to read what's going on in there. So you must have been like some sort of trickster also, because you know when you work also within like refurbishing and all of that, like let's say in some sort of like a past life, that there's okay, so this man with like a bun or something, like kind of like an Asian type of man bun thing going on over there, but like sort of like a trickster energy, where when you work with people who just have a regular regular gestures of just dumping shit on your lap for you to like be resourceful and make something of it. You're working with like people who like almost take advantage of your skill set, like but they know who to go to. You're the go-to person. So you kind of wear it as a crown. You see how it transitions there as a crown, like the crowning piece, like the man bun thing. And so they know that you're really good at it, and you just kind of like accept it because there's, how do I say it? I don't know. That's what I'm seeing here. So that's a past life is what I am seeing. That there were some trade-offs that were made for the sake of doing what you do best, like just keeping that up in your daily routine. I don't think it was like the easiest way of life. I mean, I think you would have rather done something else, not as a main job, but like a main source of employment, but you're very good at it. So there's that. Yes, if you see very closely, do you see that skeleton in the front? In the center? That's a face. Almost like a praying mantis, but like it's also like a death. What do you call it? Those things that suck the life out of you. And what do you call it? So that's kind of like alien-like. Do you see that? Like a mantis. But like in Harry Potter, those I forget what they call them. They fly around. They're like ghosts, but they suck like your soul, your life force out of you. So there's something there like about like calculations, extraterrestrial calculations or whatnot, and this energy here. I can't say that it was quite you, but it was part of your world for sure. Okay. Do I see anything else out of this? Okay, back to the worker bee kind of thing. All right, so we have a very hard worker here. I would say very well protected because of these leaves. I think those are basil leaves or bay leaves, something. There's some sort of abundance here depicted, with especially with the seeds there. Yeah. Okay. So that is pile 1 so far. It is 511. Okay. All right. Angels of love and light, cosmic families of the like, ascended masters of the like, spirit guides of the like. Okay. This is a lot. I don't know if, okay. Let's read it. So we have King of Wands muted. I feel like this is a lot. I don't want to do a long reading. Okay, King of Wands muted, 7 of Wands pronounced, 2 of Pentacles pronounced, Ace of Swords muted, 6 of Cups muted, and the Starman, which is Magician, pronounced. So this is the ability to weigh in on things and like assess what you hold, assess your tools, assess your environment, assess like your audience, your clientele, and make something of it. So you take accountability by taking account on what you can work with, what the possibilities are based off of that. Okay, so it's very situational, and you have a keen eye for looking at things within that scope. Yeah, you just go with the flow of it. You might, I don't know, I'm getting like, so in a past life you might have passed what I'm getting through, like, like, because no, I'm getting like electrocution almost, because this electrifying, like this abundance of power, and then having to ride the waves, and it's like immediately under, and it's fully pronounced. But I'm not getting any like bad vibes from it. So I just it's just the frequency of like what you work in, that it can be almost like a dangerous atmosphere of combined factors. Yeah, like adventurous, but like there's a risk factor in it. Okay, so above that we have 7 of Wands pronounced and 6 of Cups muted. So you may work independently, and like have the higher ground in doing that. So your work is very specialized. Okay, since this is like kind of compact, so you're able to, like, you have what do you call it? Not just flexibility, but you have, I guess, certain autonomy. You have the ability to almost come and go. Like there's some kind of flexibility there because of your specialized work. But it's like the 6 of Cups being muted. It's like you can you're able to keep to yourself while you're doing the job. There's something about that, like being independent about it. Like there's like you might work intimately with others, but that's like client and instead of peer type of work. That's what I'm getting here. So 7 of Wands. Yeah, so you might encounter a lot of like tower moments, like but you stand above. There's some sort of, it's not elitism, it's like being amongst chaos, but not caught up in the crossfire. Even though some things might be fired at you, it's like there's some sort of like kung fu agility here, the precision of being able to dodge things, so you don't really feel like you're in 100% danger in your line of work. I just feel like there's a know-how. There's like a street smart to this. Yeah, there's street smarts to this card. And so you kind of like just stay indoors. Like there's something, it's not 100% aloof, but it's like a stand apart. And this sense of freedom that you have, that you're able to have within this independence, that's what I wanted to say, independence, is almost like it feeds your inner child. There's a bunch of children here. You know, you might work with children here because at least two are presented both in, where is it? In the picture and outside of the picture. It's the same girl, okay? So you're able to connect the dots to like puzzle pieces within like family. Like if you meet somebody for the first time, especially multiple times, you're able to see how one link connects to the other. And even if there's a sheer contrast between dark and light, kind of manipulation and innocence, and then bring that out of the picture. And there's also another shadow of like a boy here. So, yeah. Definitely. Trying to find all the cups here. 2, 3, 4. Where's the other 2 cups? I guess that one's 5 and 6. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there are 3 cups in the picture and 3 cups outside of the picture. So I think with how it affects your life here is that you feel like in between the veils. Just because there's a lot of like intuitive state here. The wallpapering is like graffiti artist almost, and it's purple. So we're looking at the crown and the third eye chakra. And 3 in the pictures, so it's like celebration within this realm as well as beyond the veil, being tangible and then intangible, kind of like impressions, you see. 1, 2, and I think somewhere in the background picture. Yeah, right there. And I hear ambulance here. And 6 stars afloat. Excuse me. And then we see the all-seeing eye also appearing right there. So 2 out of the 3 cups that hold on, give me a second. Okay, 2 out of the 3 cups, both here and beyond the veil, have the all-seeing eye to them. You know, at the, what I guess you would consider the hilt, the stem. There we go. The connection point. So your past life, I think they're like you're bringing that in, your ability to see connection points between how do I say it? Purpose and it's like form and function is what I'm seeing. Yeah, like yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel that comes into big play. And the ability to assess between like by contrasts. So that affects you in this life. Your past life affects you in this life because your strengths are mainly brought in from those past lives. They say that something about like you can learn skills, but these are gifts that were passed on from previous knowings. So you're just sharpening those skills, those gifts, fine-tuning. So King of Wands muted, as well as the Ace of Swords muted. on the upper crust, saying that you should be very confident in your abilities to, yeah, with how you've seen yourself be, like when you've found the most pride in your work is when you've been the most resourceful in like ad hoc projects, those one-offs. So that's something that you should take more pride in, because you have ancestral backing. So in your past lives, you're also supported by those ancestors from prior lives. Mm-hmm. And there is a sense of tribal, like indigenous almost. Like it is tribal. Do you see, like, kind of wearing a kilt, but like it's almost Hawaiian, but also like very, very earthy. I don't know how to. That's what I'm seeing here. So there's a combination of past lives here. But electricity, like there's something about that here that's strong in these cards that are taking up at least half of the theme. So you have a very, like, I don't know how many people realize this that have chosen this, but you have a very like magnified effect, that like a great influence on people, on your surroundings, but this should be further pronounced, because it's almost like you're like there's something about you there's something that's holding back. I don't know what it is. It might be like a blocked chakra, or there's something about it, like within your footsteps. Like I'm seeing like almost bare feet in all of them, and this is really where I come to focus here, because I'm looking at electricity. You know, when you drag your feet, when it's like really windy, and then you zap someone, like you're collecting that almost. So I'm seeing that here, and because I'm wondering like what could be blocked, and I'm thinking about one of your chakras that are kind of most connected to building up that electricity, and I mean the maybe the earth star, or I know that there's a soul star chakra, but there's I think it's called the earth something soul. I forgot what it was, but it's not your root chakra. It's beneath that. You know, it's earth star chakra, soul, earth. I forget what it's called. So I just think that whenever you're feeling like kind of discombobulated, to kind of walk barefoot in the grass for that connectivity, like barefoot on the sand, on the earth, like just especially that, even if it's just like rocks, like pebbles, there's something about where you have to be out in the open, like feel the wind, there's and something. Yeah, there's something about sacrifice, because we see like a crown of thorns here, so there's something like religious, enlightening, like sacrificing about your ways. What is that though? I mean, you take pride in it, but I mean, like, I think there's something where you're recognized for it, but you're not recognizing yourself as much. There's something about like muted potential here, especially with these two strong cards, like muted. It's there's something about that here. So I think in exploring, past lives and how magnified that is to bring from one life to another, it's like you haven't finished your work yet. You haven't gotten to that peak of your potential point where you could be really resourcing that. And I'm like, when I'm picking these things, partially they're my piles too, because that's the secret of it. So like I'm not like trying to come down on you. I'm just reading it and trying to, and I understand that's relatable for me too, because I just working on self-acknowledgement and all of that. So very interesting. Are we gonna do Scrabble thingies? Okay, 5:11. I think we did like 15 minutes at least on this. Okay, H. Okay. Where should I put this? I'll put it right. Oh shoot. Okay, so H M. Oh, there's a lot here. DIV DURETLN. Did I say I? UBESTC. I see bisect. Dissect. I don't know. Like bisect is like kind of like a server host kind of thing for electronics. Verdict. Oh my gosh, yeah. So what's the verdict? What are the results? I think you're kind of results based. So part of this is not just understanding like what you produce to find a value, but just self, the maker. That's what I'm seeing here. Because to use dissect, you have to have, I think, 2 S's. Yeah. So I have verdict. Some of you might be like have had to deal with like judge type of, what do you call it, like the judicial systems. So especially when looking at the contrasts with the all-seeing eye. That's the first time I've gotten that. So vibes. Yeah. So I think going back to your intuition, you read vibes, like the frequencies, the energy off of people. You might not like say that out loud, but that's something that you inherently do, that you're really good at. Some of you might like EDM because it's kind of like electrifying, the type of sounds. That's electronic dance music. If some of you don't know, drum, you definitely work within your own rhythms. Elm. Okay, elm is probably a tree you find sacred. There's a lot of spiritual qualities within spiritual and magical associations with that wood or that tree. Shun. You might have been an outcast and therefore also represent and kind of work with outcasts in past lives. Like you might relate to that and therefore cater to certain customers or clients that are kind of shunned. I don't know why that's shunned from society. Why am I getting that? I got it twice, so I couldn't ignore it the second time, especially with the remaining here. So lit. So people find you to be very spirited within your ongoings, the way you carry about, which is kind of very strange when it comes to the King of Wands being muted as well as the Ace of Swords being muted, because you hold a lot of wisdom as well as that from past lives. So you being very like quiet and almost secretive about it, almost like a hidden talent, that's just ready to like just shine instead of being shunned. I think there must have been something in maybe in past life, but like I think in current that just kind of triggered you as a child, especially seeing the shadows here and in life, that there's an echo. Oh, this is, yep. There's an echo that is not, that's where it is. When we're talking about chakras that are affected, that's where I got it in the earth's like soul star chakra. I think that's what it is, the earth. I'll write it in the description, but it's talking about like your roots and how you'll find the most power there in examining that, and that goes along with your inner child, taking that there. So there was something about being like outcasted, shunned, like denied, something of that sort, when like at an early age or in an earlier life, and it almost acts as a barrier to really tap into your fullest potential. So that is the purpose of why you are meant to see this. Okay, so that's pile 1, group 1. Okay, with that. Now on to pile 2. Give me a second. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. Where are you? Holy smokes. Okay, here. It's this thing. Okay, so okay, so for pile 2, if you picked the cinnamon stick, this takes a while to burn. Okay, so I've had it since previous month, kind of like in one of like just the welcoming like housekeeping rituals, and bringing about abundance, prosperity, that whole vibe, enabling that. There's a slight question. Do you see that? Give me a second. Go ahead and just kind of burn it a little bit, kind of get a well-rounded exposure to the fire. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So I have a pause and a slight question. You see a dot and then a question mark, right? It's not fully pronounced. So this tells me there is some patience exercise when it comes to your manifestations. That you're not quick to question it, though there is a lingering question when it's to manifest. Okay. And so with that patience, you don't want to like kind of jump the gun and fire away questions. Like you just kind of want to save your breath and save people time and just kind of see how it unfolds. So that intrigue, that allows intrigue to develop because we're starting to see things come into full circle as you keep things like longer in the oven. Yeah. It engages your senses. There was a little bit of a crackle in there. So instead of just like watching things, this is almost like Seven of Pentacles energy. And almost like a Knight of Pentacles as well. That there's more engagement in the senses, which I would say quietly celebrated. It's like I wouldn't say the Three of Cups, but like the Four of Cups in reverse. Just kind of going with the flow of what Spirit, has in mind. Leaving like your constructs at the door. So you're breathing through the situation instead of blowing smoke. Mm-hmm. This is like mushroom energy. The way it mimics like the flowering, the ridging of it. This is the first time I've seen it on here. So very ancient energy when it comes to the knowing. It's a very organic, deep inner knowing that's known across many species, including the core, like root level, what's like the bare minimum to survive. So you may be a survivalist when it comes down to it. I feel like that's the energy here. Yeah. So there is a calm in this. There is no fear. Only excitement. Okay. So that's good so far. Let me see if anything falls within the tap. Okay. All right. Looking at things. Yeah, that's just what I'm seeing here. That's the message that I'm getting. Okay, let's put the rest on here, see if it continues. Okay. Sometimes it'll keep burning through it if it's over like a fire, like a little flame. just within close proximity. All right, so for pile 2, the cinnamon stick, burning, it's the Emperor in reverse. Something underground about your power. Okay. The mushroom can grow in dark, damp, cold places. So, yeah. Okay. 6 of Wands in reverse. That there's victory, like just undercover underdog victory here. This looks like a jester of some sorts, like a, you see, like Circus du Soleil here. So there's some kind of acrobatics in what we do. Pile 2. That there's royalty here. A lot of color. I'm getting like commander type of vibes, like you've seen a lot of darkness and warring within like this like galactic type of atmosphere, like different worlds. You see, this is like home base here, and you see, right there, this is home base, and this is like visiting a different world here. I don't know if I would call it like someone who is a conqueror. But okay, so let's just see here. Like, I'm getting a commander type of vibe. Okay. The moon in reverse. Yeah, so you've had to, in past lives, you've had to work, in, like, this is galactic. This is otherworldly transits. Could also mean, from just a different world, like a different dimension, because the moon in reverse, like all of these cards, this is crazy, are in reverse. But when the moon is in reverse, I usually take it as the constructs of man. So lies, undercover ongoings, like top secret, like Rothschild type of stuff. This is like mafia type of stuff. I mean, but like I don't get you're a bad person, like you were a bad person. It was just a dark world, Again, I'm getting sirens here. The 3 sirens here. But like sirens, in reversal, like definitely alert, like very highly combative situations, very complex within a dark world. Like that movie Sin City, the girls, there's kind of like the streetwalkers. I'm getting like that boldness here. That you have to do what you have to do, and you're the good guy in this. There's okay. So I'm getting like, okay, so what is this? The Ace of Wands. Yeah, I was getting like police almost, like you're one of the good guys though. This is like the baton that they carry. So you. Yeah, because that's the 7th wand here. You might have some relation to the first pile, because this has the most equal color scheme here, and at home base you're looking at that, right? So looking at other worlds where you had to be bold, you held like the higher ground. You were not just celebrated within this like this madness, but you definitely, it was not for nothing, for sure, because you were able to like massively impactful with conflict resolution. And you see that a lot here within patience, in seeing how things broaden out. It's like a survival technique, not just for self but for all. And that's why you were commander. Yeah, I'm getting that. That's, come on, that's a lot. Okay, so you had a lot to deal with. I'm just gonna get the top card, which is no secret. It is the Princess of Wands. Okay. So this is the 8th wand, okay? You've had like some sort of like a magician's assistant. You had like a go-to person. I'm getting this is very masculine type of vibes here. So this feminine aspect is like whenever you start something, you were receptive in before you like started like the how do you say it? Like you pulled in energies to comprehend before you started something. And this also depicts like a love, like some this is a very feminine, very, very young feminine energy. So this was like some sort of a beloved. This is someone that you really cared about. Because that's the 8th wand here that brought it in. That's communication. That's, yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is definitely. So you might have contracted and agreed to meet that person in this life as well. That helps you resolve conflict, like amplify it. Okay? Except like you work within 2 different capacities. That's what I'm seeing here. Like this is of one of the worlds that you visited, because the color scheme is very much, within the likeness here. Whereas yours is kind of like that, Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe one last card here, if not 2. Oh, okay. So straight up hit the Princess of Pentacles to strengthen reverse. I think this person allowed for like a happy medium between blending the color scheme of both worlds. Do you see that? How this is like the transitioning point. So, yeah. Because there's 2 lions here. In strength, it usually is only for one, with 1 lion. So, having 2 brought forth, it's like there's a very strong bond, and it's almost secret. Like, yeah, that's definite. So, it looks like there's a daughter created or prophesized to blend both worlds. Do you see the color of both individuals here? Like dark, light, and then how we have like kind of like a half breed that blends in both worlds. So whatever this is like past life that is prophesizing for current or like future. There's like a little bit of an omen here on bringing up a daughter that is half breed of both worlds, and allows for like a resistance, like a revolution. It bonds both worlds. Okay, do we have one more, Spirit, or is this is it? Okay, I feel like that's one. Muted is the Tower. Yep, this is it. This is the one. This is definitely it. It's destruction of the older empire, the older world. What do you call it? It's a reformat. It's muted though. It's a very not many know about this, or the people that know are like very much like kind of the mafia type of inner workings. Like it's an elite knowing. Sirens, right? So we have 3 tears here with the green eyes. You know, approximately there. And then the sirens, the moon. Yeah. That's definite. Like it's an omen. Sirens. What kind of... Let me see. Okay, anything else on that tower that's muted, Spirit? Am I missing anything else on that? So there's a great deal of patience here and just going with the flow. Going back to this wealth, prosperity, and how it takes time to come to a full circle. Rather than wasting breath and asking questions, we have like that, like a statement, like a dot, a period, and then that question mark that's not fully pronounced. So it's lingering there, but there's it acts almost as a pause. Like, let's just wait and see what happens. Let's see how things go. We use our breath as resourcefulness in blowing that through to amplify its workings. Okay. One more. 6 of Pentacles. There's a reciprocation. There's a dragon spirit totem here, and a tiger, as well as like something Egyptian, and very much rooting. Do you see that? Rooted there. So this main, like, if you resonate with pile 1, that's just amplified right there. The winged, I'm getting like Egyptian because there's wings in the back and the head of an animal. So, but definitely wound around them is the dragon spirit totem. So she is kind of like almost like the new chief. Do you see that? There might be 2 daughters, but definitely there's something. They're 2 like. There's something here. 6 of Pentacles. The light on my TeaLight is like flickering and it's low, so there's dark energies almost just abound. So there's some kind of, there's a tribal thing as well. There's a teepee in the background, off in the distance. So patience. Okay, how does your past lives affect this one? It's kind of carrying over unfinished work as well. Not like, I don't know about unfinished work, but an ongoing contract that the recipe includes like the passage of time and reconnecting to manifest another life form within a very precise, like a very unique time, like as a turnkey. 6 of Pentacles, reciprocation. Like it was kind of sworn, given that we have that here. It was sworn. Okay. All right, let's go move on to these. Okay, what do we have here? Okay. Okay, we have L and D. It just fell there. O. Okay. So we have OEAIHOXUSESLAVAGI. So again, I have slave, load, hex, glass, vial, lives, hood, dial, hell, Sheila. I have a name, Sheila. Sheila's important. Delilah as well. Delia. I have sex slave here. But I really feel that Sheila and Delilah are important here. Very important. Legals? Yeah, legal. Shave. Save, of course. I forget which word I was going to put together. Helix. Lives, that's what I was going to put. So helix, we're talking about like DNA, like a double helix type of model, if not more. So helix, lives. There's something about being interwoven with this life for sure. There's a mission. So the previous pile one was about like working to fuller potential, but this one is like about mission completion. That's why there's a carryover. Same thing with the previous was this carryover, but for like a slightly different reason. I have sigil, so something that you can probably work with here. Lava. Okay. Should. Yeah, I think that you felt like in the previous life as a commander, a highly responsible role, that you felt that you should, come back. You should finish and the job, like finish the completion, not just hand over. There's a high amount of accountability when it comes to that. Your line of work, your purpose, yeah. I really feel like that. Okay, let me just put that together. Maybe that will help kind of shift what else needs to be put down. Positioned, anyway. I have guide as well. Veil. Sega. Leave. What did we just have here? I'm going to take away should and put in goals because I totally forgot what else we were going to put here, but whatever, it's fine. Alright. Goals. Gouda. Some of you might like Gouda cheese, but I don't know how that has anything to do with here. But that's just a little fact here. Maybe it's a guilty pleasure because I see soda here too. Dogs. Okay. I see Dave here. Gosh, this one's a little tough. Okay. House. Loud. So you might have like a loud roar when it comes to like your approach. Said. Yeah, you have strong, like vocally you're strong. That's what it's saying here. Said loud. HOA. Okay, you might be part of the HOA. And there's a lot here, so I just have to kind of halo. See that? I'll say OG here. Most definitely. OG goals. VA. Something about the VA here. Even AA. And I think we have almost like a surprise. Like I knew I could do it. I knew I could like make this happen. Like arrange for this. Yeah, that's what I get here. Like it's finally coming together. You know. So that's what we see here. I'll go ahead and do a picture for that on pile 2. Now pile 3 is this. File 3. Let's go ahead and light this one up. See how it responds. Let's see how it gets to the second part, and then let it kind of do its thing. What do you want to show me here? Wow, that's bringing out a lot. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. There's a lot of there's a lot of dark. The energy is very dense here. It's not good. It's stagnant. The air. That's not the best sign. Crazy. So resistant. It, like, just hung over. You know? Because usually this has a hard time of, like, you know, the way I lit it, it usually has, like, a hard time keeping its thing going. Unless there's, you know, there's a real need for it. So to me, the way this was positioned was kind of naturally like a heart. Okay, so there is a clearing here. So the first one was lit, right? I mean, it was after the fact. And that's meant for like rituals and whatnot, just like ritual protection. All of these are mainly for protection, you know, some kind of practice. The second one, though, was more for like kind of like the first one is like sacred, like housekeeping kind of everyday protection kind of candle. The second one was more like also domestic, but like seasonal, like periodic refreshing in practice. And this one is definitely when it's needed, like further it's emphasized energies on setting the tone. I know others use this for like calling in ancestors and whatnot, rather than, you know, clearing, like protection. That's fine, you know. I'm not gonna dispute what others use it for, which also means I'm not gonna let others dispute what I use it for. You know. There's something here, though. This is a lot though, like for what I normally use. So it's kind of, a surprise to me. Alright, let's figure this out. It reminds me of the ridges, the way they're shining like that, the way they glow. Let me show you. The way they glow. They remind me of that, hold on a sec. There's a sense of urgency with this, but it's the Miriam stone. It reminds me of that. It's like kind of compacted fossilized shell within mud, like the layers of it. I think it's really cool to scry from. I've done that before. I think one of them is posted, at least on YouTube. But anyway, yeah, the readings on this, you're meant to take your time with. But I see a butterfly, wings kind of there. See, like a message. There's something here. But I'm not meant to read that right now. I have to move on. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this kind of together. Group 3, pile 3. Okay. How does group 3, pile 3 sage, how does their past lives affect this one? 10 of Pentacles. Extreme abundance. This is abundance gained over time. Yes? Okay.